Hi, I'm Jane Castor, your police chief. Thanks for watching On Duty. A new police memorial is shedding light on the Tampa Police Department's fallen heroes. It's called the Thin Blue Line. We recently unveiled the new memorial before a large crowd of supporters who want to ensure the sacrifice of a few is remembered by many.
As the honor guard salutes Tampa's fallen heroes in front of the granite statue, a thin blue line fills the sky over the TPD memorial. The blue light shines every night to remind us of what our police officers do every day. The LED laser starts at the memorial and shines to the top of the BB&T Bank building. It represents law enforcement's thin blue line, which is a small amount of police officers dressed in blue who put themselves between criminals and the law-abiding citizens.
It represents righteousness, service, and hope. To remember the fallen and their families, and that their devotion to freedom and justice did not end.
When the Tampa Police Memorial Committee made plans for the current memorial statue in 1997, they never anticipated the granite structure would fill with names so quickly. And after the department's recent tragedies, the committee launched plans to expand the department's memorial and the new granite wall for any names in the future. Corporal Mike Roberts' widow, Cindy, believes this new memorial will attract more than just the fallen officers' families.
This memorial now, it's absolutely breathtaking. I used to walk down this way. I used to actually work in the building across the street. So during lunch sometimes I'd walk by and I'd see that memorial and hope that I never knew anybody on that wall. And now I do. And the way that they have upgraded it and made it better, it's sad that they had to do it, but clearly, unfortunately, it had to be done because unfortunately we keep losing officers.
It is a public offering of thanks to those who continue to bravely follow in their footsteps. The Thin Blue Line is a comforting reminder that the service and bravery of our fallen officers did not end.
It's a subtle but symbolic way to honor Tampa's heroes.
Every night when I go to bed, I know the sun is not going to be setting on my husband. This blue light will be here, and it'll be taking care of him and the other officers as well.
In downtown Tampa, Andrea Davis for On Duty.
The Thin Blue Line will shine each night from sunset to midnight. I would like to personally thank Susan and John Sykes for their incredible generosity on this project. We couldn't have done it without their help. And a special thank you to the Memorial Committee who had the vision and dedication to get the job done. Although we wear blue, the Tampa Police Department is joining the national trend of going green. A growing number of police officers are parking their patrol cars and hopping on bikes, thanks to a handful of Tampa businesses. On Duty's Janelle McGregor shows us how bike patrols are making a difference in one East Tampa neighborhood.
These Belmont Heights residents will now get to see Tampa police officers patrolling their community on bikes. Today was the first day that the residents got a chance to see the officers in action. Nowadays, it's not uncommon to see one of Tampa's finest scouring neighborhoods for crime on 2 wheels instead of 4. Companies like the one that manages Belmont Heights Estates are stepping up to the plate to donate these $1,800 patrol bikes for the officers.
I actually think it is a wonderful idea that we have done this. We actually have now the police officers are on the site, touching and feeling. They're out in the open versus driving by in their cars.
Larry McGovney, the site's property manager, says the bike patrol officers will help cut down on crime and increase communication between residents and police.
Areas are being patrolled more often, and they'll be able to approach the officers if they see anything or have any problems. The officers will be easily approachable.
And residents are already opening up to the bike cops. Officer Bob Barrett and his partner, Officer Kelly Howard, were flagged down by a citizen moments after they set out to break in their new bikes.
We just got the bikes less than an hour ago, and in the first 15 minutes, I don't think we got more than 3 blocks before somebody waved us down and wanted to say hey and tell us what was going on in the neighborhood.
Barrett is one of 30 officers experienced in operating the customized police bikes that come complete with lights and sirens.
I've been doing this, like I said, for 7 years, and I'm not stopping. On days like today, there's nothing I'd rather be doing.
In order to pedal around on patrol, officers must take a 40-hour certification class.
Yeah, we all go through the class just to make sure we all can ride and know how to fall properly, how to get up and down curbs, stairways, up stairways. We can do all that. So anybody you see out here on a bike is well trained.
The officers also learn tips on teaching other bicyclists the rules of the road.
Obviously, promoting a bicycle safety to the people, the people of the community is top priority for us.
Cameron Shellman, an 18-year-old bike enthusiast, plans to take full advantage of having bike cops in his neighborhood.
It's still rules that I don't know as a bike rider, and just having the officers here in the community, that's easier to approach on a bike, and you feel like you have something in common with them almost.
The 7-year Belmont Heights resident says seeing officers out of their cars and on bikes is something his whole community will benefit from.
It makes, us feel at one with them. They're, out in the community riding bikes. We can reach out to them more.
Local businesses have donated a total of 17 bikes to the Tampa Police Department. It's through generous donations and partnerships such as these that help the police department further its mission of reducing crime. For On Duty, I'm Janelle McGregor.
I can tell you firsthand, the only ones who are going to lose with the new patrol bikes are the criminals. And that goes for bad guys all over town. The Drew Park and Hyde Park neighborhood associations recently donated bikes to our department along with the Tampa Bay Lightning and Watermark Design. I am truly grateful for all of the support. There's a new officer in training in Tampa, but this one has 4 legs, a powerful nose, and likes to be scratched behind his ears. And as On Duty's Andrea Davis shows us, soon he'll be earning his paycheck tracking down criminals.
Ellie Mae and Riley made their debut outside Tampa Police headquarters last month. The 2 donated Bloodhound puppies joined 23 dogs that make up the police K-9 unit. The next few months will be all work for these youngsters.
They're going to be doing a lot of tracking training, different environments throughout the city. A downtown such as this, these dogs' ability to track is unbelievable. We'll also start them in fields, short tracks, and we'll progress into couple mile long tracks, and hours old, weeks old, and these are an invaluable tool.
But all work and no play is not the name in this game. The trick is to make them think it's all play.
It's like a game to the dog. We get them normally as puppies. And the first process, part of it is playing hide and seek. We like to stimulate the dog, and we'll run and hide, what we call a hot trike. We'll hide behind a door or a building and let the dog come out and find us. We use all positive motivation for the dogs. If the dog's happy and he's willing to learn, happy dog, happy handler. If the dog likes coming to work, he's going to perform for you.
These pups with powerful noses were a gift from the Jimmy Rice Foundation. Claudine Rice started the organization after her son Jimmy was abducted and killed in 1995. The organization donates bloodhounds to police agencies all around the country to help find missing and abducted children.
They started giving bloodhounds away back in 1996 when Claudine Rice found that if she had a scent discriminating bloodhound at the scene of Jimmy's disappearance, they might have found him because he was captive for 3 days. Recovery of a missing child, recovery of a homicide victim, to help law enforcement do their job even better. This is the type of equipment that most law enforcement agencies really do need, because they may have their utility belts and have their guns and have their whatever they carry in their belts, but this is a super extension where these bloodhounds can track for days on end as long as they have that scent,
There's estimated to be 1.5 million missing children here in the United States, and when she's ready, this little girl will help reduce those numbers here in Tampa.
With the Bay Area, we have a huge population of elderly as well as minor kids, and frequently we have those calls where we have missing kids and endangered adults, meaning adults with dementia. They tend to walk away from home. Having these bloodhounds gives us an extra tool in locating them.
The bloodhound's sense of smell is 10 times stronger than other breeds of dogs, so they have the ability to discriminate the scent from one human over another. That should give the community a sense of comfort.
If you have a missing child or you have a missing family member who has Alzheimer's or dementia or any other situation, a bloodhound is your godsend. They should feel like when these dogs are totally trained, that they have the equipment that they need if they have a missing child to bring them to the scene.
Whenever a family hears about someone else's missing loved one being found, it gives them a sense of hope.
When a missing child is found, any left behind family that has a missing child says, "Oh my gosh, it happened to somebody else. Maybe we'll get my baby back." These two little wonderful bundles of velvety-eared joy will be absolutely perfect extensions of your department for helping missing kids and Alzheimer's.
Soon, Ellie Mae and Riley will have their work cut out for them. But for now, it's all in a day's play for these two puppies. In Tampa, Andrea Davis reporting for On Duty.
I want to introduce you to another new member of our K-9 team. This is Camden. He came by his name naturally because he's a donation from the Camden Property Trust. It's these types of critical business partnerships that have helped us reduce crime so dramatically over the last 8 years.
Well, for years we've had a great relationship with the Tampa Police Department. I think, they've got a great neighborhood crime watch, and we've been very actively involved in that. And, anytime we can do anything to help TPD, I think it's great. Helps everybody feel better, maybe feel safer, because they know that, it's a little bit more than just, a private business and the Tampa Police Department, that we actually, have formed a partnership. And it's kind of, like a sense of community, if you will.
Camden is an 18-month-old Belgian Malinois. He will spend the next 14 weeks in training. That's more than 700 hours. Camden will serve as a patrol and explosive detection dog. When he's ready, he will hit the streets with his partner, Corporal Wade Turner. We have 25 dogs, and they do everything from sniffing out drugs and explosives, search and rescue, and of course, catching the bad guys. Just another way we're working to keep you and your family safe. Thanks for watching On Duty. I'm Chief Jane Castor. Have a safe day.